Okay, so there's probably an easier way to do this, but it's pretty late, I'm pretty tired, and I don't really care because this works, even if it may not be the most smartest thing. But to preface, ASIO. Now, I'll be honest, I don't really know a whole lot about ASIO, but basically it's supposed to reduce, the amount of latency that well, uh, instrument, like when you give it a good old bash, and then what the computer receives, it's supposed to reduce that, and especially with the use of an audio interface, which most standard audio interfaces have their own sort of integration with ASIO, and Behringer is one of them, even though, Behringer is not exactly the best, but anyway, that's a completely different thing. But one issue that obviously with ASIO being, it basically, from what I can tell, make sure that whatever, let's just say, software is using ASIO, like, gets complete exclusive access, and that means no latency. However, that means if you want to play any other audio, it doesn't really work because essentially that one, software needs all of it. Now, I don't really know if there's a way to kind of bypass that or maybe allow other things to get access to it, but as far as I remember, for at least what I tried, which mind you isn't extensive, but still, it didn't work. So that meant that I had, had to sacrifice latency, to basically play, let's just say, along with, music that's on my browser or anything like that. Now, I haven't been able to figure out how to bypass this, and there probably, again, is an easier way, but sometimes, like, the most dumbest and, like, let's just say most complex solution sometimes just works, even if, it isn't practical. And what exactly is that? Well, it's these two left right input jacks, which I bought for a completely different purpose, actually. But literally all I'm doing is I'm plugging this in here, plugging it into my phone, and that's already great because, the higher quality files are already on my phone. I'd prefer not to stream it, and of course I can adjust them, left right channels, and the only real downside to this is this, UMC 202 HD just sucks. There's a lot of noise, both from the output as well as the input. It's just not a good, audio interface, but it works. It freaking works. I got what I needed to do, and it freaking works, and I'm pretty happy because, like, not only do I get, well, I mean, it's not the lowest latency. It's about 1.3 milliseconds. I just was testing with the sample rate, but I'd normally run it at 128 samples, which is zero point 0.7 milliseconds. I think that's close enough to where I don't think I can hear a difference, or at least I can, ignore, whenever there is a delay. And goddamn, finally, after God knows how long of trying to get something like this to work, for some reason, I don't think time has really given me wisdom. It's more like it's given me, well, it's given me more experience with, well, let's just say, not so smart solutions, but they do work, and I'm pretty freaking happy that it works. And now I can, basically any day I can just come in, plug my phone in, and not even think about it. I don't want to sit through this entire, like, setup process. Just want to plug it in and make it work and just play. And this is exactly that, and I don't care how stupid it looks, it freaking works. Anyway, that's about it. See ya.